Oh well, my friends, here we go again. Today from nice Olympia court. Watch. Sunday, no one here, as always, you know. Street baller number one. Why? Because there is no one, you know. And I've seen it already. I have the Spalding by me TF500 Axle, a ball which is in our rankings one of the best composite indoor-outdoor balls, you know. And today I want to compare it, you know, from the feeling against the other balls what we played. Spalding Superflight, Molten PG 3850 or 3850, call it what you want. And the other balls, you know, what I had, the TF33 Red Bull half court Spalding balls size 7, you know. So all newer balls which are not in the rankings. And today I want to get a feeling, but watch, here is our Olympic indoor hall. And above there, over the street, there would be Tivoli court. And that was my goal today, to have maybe the same condition as yesterday, you know, with the... what ball did we have yesterday? It was the Tarmac, you know, exactly, the Tarmac BD500X, you know. And it was dusty, and so I wanted to see on the same court, which I normally never do, to play a same court on the same day, on the next time. But today there were handball, they trained, but there's no basketball. And now we are here. Here it is different. Olympia court because of the Olympia stadium, you know. Here I wanted to enter in, you know, when we have seen Mbappé, but then it was closed because it was too late. They have here rules and opening times, you know. It's also not allowed to go in with a bicycle, but I moved in, you know. Normally there should be no problem. But you can remember at the mountains where the people are not so friendly, you know, at the Caribbean lake, where I showed you, maybe you have seen that. I entered in the opening space swim area, public, you know. And then the guy was shouting, no, not the bicycle. I only pushed it, you know. I pushed it. I was not driving. No, it's not allowed. I have to go out. Maybe this happens here also today, you know. I don't know. We are not on the other side of the mountains where the people are so friendly. But here we are. Now I want to check it out, and you have seen it already. The jumping is very low, you know. You see that? You feel it already, but it is really much air in. So normally it's a good jumping ball, you know. But we check it out, and this court is the court where I play the worst, you know. From all courts which I know, here I always play the worst. I don't know why, but it is what it is. And now we have a premiere. The best video in our game from the over 800s achieved now the 10,000 views. Yeah, we have 10,000 views, you know. And which ball is it? What do you think? The most hyped ball from all. And I tell you, when I made the video, I knew exactly that this ball will level up completely. And what is it? A rubber ball. It is really a rubber ball. And then you see that the people are interested also in rubber balls and not composite balls. We have 2 rubber balls in the first top 3 from the views. And 10,000 views, it is the Nike playground ball, you know, which we also played. Good ball by Rain, you know. And now we do it. 500 axle. Nice ball, good mate, good feeling, you know, you have grip. It is a bit rubbery. The indoor players will maybe not like it, you know, that I've also read a lot of times, you know. But for street ball, it's nice, you know. The Wolf is good. Made in Vietnam, you see. Would be interesting the nowadays TF500 axle, because I have it now around 2-3 years. The nowadays, because here no shop has this ball, but I would be interested where the new generation of this ball is made. You see it, Vietnam, or is it now other country, you know. Here this we don't need, but here is a bit babbling in, but still the barcodes, you know, they have nothing to do on the basketball. But now warm up, and then Sunday session, afternoon, no one here. Yeah, it is a bit better, you know, but then we compare it on the asphalt. There we see better, because here is also asphalt in, you know. But it is still okay, you know, but it feels a bit lower today. A little bit fresher, you know. So my friends, now jumping test on asphalt, that we see how high this ball jumps here. So wait, I'll show you that. So here a rougher asphalt from that height. Yeah, low here. Low, you see that? Here. Higher, you see that? So my friends, court switch. I actually drove here now to an asphalt court, to the secret court with the same ball, same day, or aka the red light court, you know, and the windows are open again. So here we are, nice place, because I'm interested how high the ball jumps here on an asphalt court, you know. Only for that I drove here. We will see that. Wait. Oh, now. Yeah, still. You see? It is still okay, you know, but a little bit lower than normally. But it is really hard, you know. But from dribbling, yeah, the same like on the Olympia court, you know. And the rubber is higher today. It always depends, you know. Different courts, different rubber material, softer, harder. And yeah, but I don't know today, because you know, against other balls where I have tested it, it is not the high jumping ball, that for sure. But against the Forge Pro, for example, it jumps higher. And wait, yeah, there is much area, you know. But I could put in a little bit more, and you have still a bit space, you know. But it is harder, you know. But yeah, the feeling is nice, but today on this court I have no comparison to other boys, you know. You see? That is cool, or on the panels, and on the channels not that much, but still I can hold it, you know. But on the panels it is one of the best, you know, you see that? Tell me. Still, you know, still. So yeah, the feeling is nice, a bit more rubbery when you can live with that, you know. An indoor player will always complain. Maybe the channels are wider, that you also have to like, you know. But it is overall an absolute great street ball, you know. From the last thing, you know, depends what price to get it, you know. But I would choose that ball not by bad conditions, you know. I also take it only by good courts, good rubber courts, good asphalt courts, where no sharp things are. Because it is too sad that it gets damaged quickly, you know. But yeah, a very cool ball. So, from that sense, you know, we will make one day the comparison against the newer balls, and then we will see. But now I got a feeling again for this ball against the others, and then we will see. From the nice Olympia court. Very cool here. I will say goodbye until next time. Bye and ciao.